points.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Off play action, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Here we go. Let's rock now. 20. That's it. 80. Gun.
To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
5-7. Slam. Mike. Hey, great 15. Great 15.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Dragging.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Lefty.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Ready. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun. 180.
Throwing again. Newton. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Great. Here we go. 180.
To throw is Wentz. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
82,
only way to
82.
play good defense.
Where you at? Who's that? Great 15. Hey, stat. Gold.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
For Tokyo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Raymond now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play action. Now Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long. So Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They'd been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st down, Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's rock now. Do something. On the ball.
From the end zone, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to air. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go, go. 82, 82.
Wentz now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
57, 57. Shorty, shorty, shorty.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 36, 36.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
81, 81. Hey, stat, stat. Hey, ram, 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 ram.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's rock now. Set. Black 80.
They fake the give. Newton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like? And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Newton. That escapes the sack. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
20.
On 4th down, Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On play action, Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a toss play. It's a Johnny. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the ball.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And off comes the Smallwood. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kenyon Barner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Gray 15, Gray 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz has it left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kevin White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Shorty. Hey, rip 5-2, hot here.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Great 15.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. And it sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
That is caught at the 7. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
That's it.
Watch the twist.
Great.
Check.
81.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
81. 82.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set. 180. Hey, get right down. Do some.
Throwing here, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go on the run. And got his man complete. The 30. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying iced up. 100 yards.